Hi guys, the Kitchen Fairy here with YouTube Steam It and Steam, and today I'd like to show you how to make a very known sweet rolls from Hungary, which is also famous in Eastern Europe, and they are called Bejgli. Today I'd like to show you how to make Bejgli that is filled with poppy seeds. The common filling usually nuts like walnuts and also poppy seeds, but this time I only made the poppy seeds. Check out the full video to see the recipe and how to make this very nice Hungarian poppy seed roll. See you soon. Bye. So I have here 200 grams of poppy seeds, which then you grind it to super fine. 1 cup of sugar, 3/4 cups of raisin, 3/4 cups of almond flour, and grated of 2 clementine skin. We're gonna add 3/4 cup of milk into it, and then we're gonna bring it to boil. You can use any kinds of milk you like, because this is the original recipe would use semolina, but I'm using almond flour, so you can use almond milk, but I like cashew milk instead almond milk because it's a bit it's creamier, much more creamier. The amount of the milk is not plenty. You just want until they're combined. So I know I mentioned boil, but obviously it's not going to be boiling much because of it's not plenty of milk. You just want the mixture to be mixed completely, and then the sugars somewhat dissolve and the raisins soften. And also, as you can see here, I use clementine, but you can use orange or lemon or mandarin, whichever citrus you prefer. Also, this is on small, medium to small heat of your stove, so you won't burn the bottom. This will take about 5 minutes approximately until they are well combined and wettish and the sugar somewhat dissolved, and you want to cool them a bit, or no, not a bit, to room temperature before you use it as the filling of the Bejgli. So we're gonna bloom the yeast in lukewarm milk. This is 100 milliliters of milk, which is lukewarm, and also mixed with half tablespoon of sugar and 2 teaspoons of active dry yeast. We're gonna let it rest until it's foamy. So what I have here is 4 cups of flour with 1 cup of butter. You can use regular butter, dairy-free butter. This is dairy-free, or this is shortening, golden shortening, white shortening, or even margarine spread or margarine stick. You can use any of those. It's 1 cup. You're gonna crumble it. You're gonna mix it with flour until coarse crumble, and then you're gonna add the rest of the ingredients, which is the yeast and also sugar, salt, and eggs or egg substitute or aquafaba. We're gonna use aquafaba for this. About two eggs worth, and 1/3 cup of sugar and a generous pinch of salt. You can use hand or fork or even your stand-up mixer, whichever you like. I'm using my left hand. As you can see, I'm not left-handed actually, but my right hand is holding the camera. I know I can switch it, but of course, if you've been paying attention to my previous videos, I had a little accident with one of my finger on the right hand, so I cannot really use my right hand. So anyways, you get the idea. Flour, fat, egg or egg substitute, and yeast, and also sugar and salt. So now the texture is correct. You can add the rest of the ingredients, which sorry, I made a mistake in mentioning 2 whole eggs, 2 eggs worth, but when it's actually only 2 yolk worth. So that if 1 egg is 3 tablespoons of aquafaba, 1 egg white is 2 tablespoons of aquafaba. 1 egg yolk is about 1 tablespoon of aquafaba. Now I have to scoop sugar first, but our yeast is ready, so we're gonna add, and we're gonna add the rest. 2 tablespoons of aquafaba. I like to give it 3 actually. 3 tablespoons of aquafaba and 1/3 cup of sugar. Don't forget the salt. So you want dough that is nice and soft, tender, but you don't want a wet dough, so you don't want a lot of aquafaba. 2 tablespoons or 3 tablespoons should be enough. You can also add in some of clementine skin, grated clementine skin, which I added. Yes, you can see some yellow or orange here, maybe in the video, maybe you be able to see it. That's clementine skin. The dough is ready. We're just gonna roll it. I was gonna say I'm just gonna roll it, but I cannot really roll it with one hand. I'm gonna need my husband's help for this. Anyways, we're gonna roll it into rectangle, and then we're gonna spread the filling, and then we roll it and bake it. We just roll the dough. I divided the dough into 2 portions, and you roll it to rectangle. You can see some orange or yellowish. I love how the clementine gives some not just nice scent, but also some speckles there. I ended up rolling it myself because my husband is shoveling snow outside. So anyways, the common filling is poppy seeds and also ground walnut, but this time I'm just gonna make poppy seed because that's what I have at home. So you just spread it, covering the whole, leaving the sides without the filling. I'm gonna show you how to roll it nicely. Even my husband requested it. I wasn't gonna make any of this because of my finger, but he was kind of sad because I wouldn't be serving any Hungarian goodies for Christmas this year. Well, I didn't even make plenty of cookie tray to send to the hospital or neighbors or friends. I made just enough for our Christmas dinner and send it to our closest neighbor, and he's the one who's gonna cook for Christmas dinner tomorrow. But then I decided, okay, because he will have his brother here and it would be just sad without Hungarian specialty at all for Christmas. So I'm making them this bejgli. The filling is spread. You just want to roll this side and this side, so you make like a nice pouch. Nintendo Switch. Mama doesn't know, baby. Mama's baking. And after this, we're gonna roll it like a Swiss roll or jelly roll. This is what I meant nice, that the side is not open like cinnamon roll, but it's covered. So yeah, you can brush the top with brown sugar liquid or maple syrup, so it will give nice brown color. Or if you are not allergic to eggs or vegan, you can use egg yolk. You can also use brown sugar dissolved in aquafaba, if not in water, whichever you prefer. You can even leave it as is, but of course it wouldn't be nice brown color. You can also dot some holes here with fork if you'd like. Now that the rolls are ready, we're just gonna let them sit for 30 to 40 minutes. We're gonna bake the Bejgli for 25 to 30 minutes at 350 Fahrenheit preheated. Then it should be ready.